So basically, your channel is just a throwaway channel.
It tends to be. I mean, I do have a video. I did complete another review, but it's unlisted, and it was used on another I filmed a video giving my thoughts on The Lion King 2, my favorite Disney movie, by the way.
Wait, have you ever done a...
Have I done a what?
Have you ever done a Lion King 2 review on your channel? Cause like...
No, I haven't. I've done Lion Guard, and I've done Jungle Cups. But I filmed a video giving my thoughts on The Lion King 2, because a YouTuber I watched by the name of Brandon Croker was doing a review on The Lion King 2, and he asked his followers to, film them giving their thoughts, and they might see their thoughts in the video. So I filmed mine, sent it to him, and my footage was used in the video. But aside from that, I haven't done anything else.
I mean, considering how much, you, I really shouldn't say it on this channel because it would, be spoilers.
What do you mean?
I mean, I guess what I'm trying to get at is that, you should probably do, my thoughts on that kind of thing. My thoughts on, The Lion King 2.
I do have a video on that, but it's unlisted.
Oh. Any particular reason why?
Well, because it was for that project, and I think,
you should do probably, I'm not sure what I'm getting at. I'm too focused on this stupid game that, my mind's trying to reach for the stars.
What was I gonna say? What was I gonna... Oh, yeah. I mean, I also did try starting another series on my channel. About, theories about the Lion King. And, some characters. But I only did one episode of that before I decided I shouldn't be doing this. I'm not goddamn MatPat or anything. Well, well, I didn't say I shouldn't be doing this. It's I don't have that great of a mindset to craft theories like this. I'm not fucking MatPat or something like that.
Well, I think, even the most professional YouTubers, who do, any sort of review or theory video, they run off a script. That's why you always need to write these things down.
I know.
And yet you don't. You just basically, it seems like what you do is, do incoherent. It seems like what you do is incoherent.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes I
just basically think of the first thing that comes off in your mind, and then you... that comes off in your mind, and then, and then you end up going from there.
Yeah. It's one of the ways I tend to think best.
So basically, kind of like improv.
Yeah.
Analytical improv.
What?
I mean, if it's not acting, and if it's it's for something to think about.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that dragon was gonna be the death of me.
I've been pinged on Discord. Shit.
I thought I told you to mute that. Or at least put it on vibrate.
It was on my other iPad, so... my other iPad. I only have one. What the fuck am I talking about? I did actually.
Why am I getting stuck here?
I actually did post another version. I actually did post like another version of my Lion Guard review, but I posted that one because I was, believe it or not, like I did a review also I did the same review in Spanish.
Oh right, because you were taking Spanish. You were taking Spanish at that time, weren't you?
Yeah, and my Spanish teacher asked us to like. Our Spanish teacher asked us to like our Spanish teacher gave us an assignment for like putting together some sort of presentation or something like that, and I chose to do a review of the Lion Guard, but do it in Spanish.
So basically, you're also a dubber, is what you're saying.
Well, it's funny you mention that because on my channel, I feel like all this talking we're doing about my channel is like a gigantic fucking plus. But anyway, I do on my channel. I actually do have a video of me dubbing some scenes from Jungle Cub with an impression of young Shere Khan. Because after watching the show, I felt like I could do a pretty good Shere Khan imitation. So I went off and did a video about it.
I guess I never really asked you on this, but like, why do you really enjoy Shere Khan that much?
Yeah, I think he's a cool character.
I mean, he's a pretty intimidating villain.
He is. He's one of Disney's best villains. That, and I've met the person who does dub Shere Khan's voice. Beatboxing by fucking Jared. I've met the person. I've actually got to talk to the person who does the voice for young Shere Khan.
Yeah, that was Jason Marsden, wasn't it?
It's Marsden, and
Marsden.
Yeah, I got to
getting introduced with James Marsden.
What?
James Marsden.
Oh yeah.
Those of you who don't know, he's
he's in the Sonic movies.
Yeah.
But I think he has said once, like not to me, but he has said before that he constantly gets asked if he and James Marsden are related.
I actually looked this up myself, and no, they're not.
Yeah, no, they're not. Obviously they're not. Despite having the same last name, they're not. But
people just coincidentally have the same last name and are not related.
Yeah, like I have the like there's probably too little bit too much personal information, but I have the exact same last name as Alexander Graham Bell, and I'm not fucking related to him at all, unless there was someone in his family tree that's related in my bloodline that I don't fucking know about.
I keep getting fucked over in this stage.
I mean, hey, it's possible. Like one of the kids that we went to with Journey was related to frickin' Benjamin Franklin.
I don't know. I don't even think Ben Franklin even had any legitimate children.
I don't know if he did, but
that could just be. That kid might have just been reaching for the stars.
He brought in a bust of Benjamin Franklin to school. I don't think he would have brought in that bust if he wasn't fucking lying.
I think he just coincidentally has it. To see someone being a descendant of a famous person, hardly any famous people ever have children. And I'm not including celebrities, because that's a different breed.
Well, hey.
Yes?
I was gonna bring this up, but then I realized it's not related to the subject. I was gonna say like one of the relatives of like Rudyard Kipling saw like Disney's adaptation of the Jungle Book and said it was a terrible adaptation of it. Like I think it was like a daughter of Rudyard Kipling saw Disney's adaptation of the Jungle Book and said it was like a terrible adaptation of her father's work.
It usually is in most cases. The movie adaptations hardly ever get the source material right.
But I realize that's kind of not what we're talking about here.
I mean, also I think we're like an hour in, but like we're already an hour into recording, and there we go.
Yeah. That was stage 4?
Yep. No checkpoints from here on
to
out.
The final 2. Stages 5 and 6.
I'm not looking forward to stage 6.
No one fucking is. We spent that entire time like rambling on, like one answer to another. I mean, it's good for commentary.
I mean, anything to help me, like, keep me sane.
And you fucking did it again.
I know I did, and I want to tear my hair out.
Arthur just refuses to make that fucking jump.
Arthur? Arthur!
What the fuck?
Arthur! Arthur!
What a wonderful kind of day!
Hey!
To be a jerk off every day? I don't fucking know.
The jerk off is DW.
Yeah, the DW was the jerk. Did you know that in the final, like, well, first of all, I should say this. For those of people who don't know, get ready to have your childhood ruined, because Arthur is over. Arthur ended.
Yeah, it's like, that show's been on longer than SpongeBob, and that show's ending.
SpongeBob is ending?
No, I mean, like, I meant Arthur.
Yes, Arthur went on for 25 seasons. In the final episode, the final episode of the show is a time skip that shows like all the characters like in the future. Do you want to know what profession DW ends up being?
Is it a cop?
She becomes a fucking police officer. DW is not the kind of character who should be a fucking police officer.
How did she even get that job?
Who the fuck knows? The point is, she shouldn't fucking have it. Like they don't even explain it. It's just like I saw the final episode because as someone who grew up with Arthur, and there goes Sir Arthur refusing to make that jump again.
I absolutely hate this jump.
Like the episode starts out with Arthur, Francine, Muffy, and I think
Buster,
and what the fuck is his name? It's a B name.
What the brain?
Not the brain. What the fuck is his name? The fucking Binky. They find this abandoned board game. They find this board game in like a back room of their library. It's one of those board games that supposedly tells you a future. And after they play the board game, the episode has a time jump, like a time jump from when they're all adults that shows what they all do.
Okay, I gotta figure this shit out.
Arthur ends up becoming a graphic novelist.
Yeah. I guess we'll never know what that Yashichi is.
It was a solid one, so it just gave you points. Anyway, Arthur ends up becoming a graphic novelist, and the first story he writes is actually the very first episode of the show. Like, it's a graphic novel version of the very first episode of the show. It's called Arthur's Eyes. The graphic novel he writes is called Arthur's Eyes, which is not only the very first episode of the show, but also one of the
Actually, I might want to do... Actually, I need to do something about that. I'm gonna create another...
Oh, good idea.
Because I don't want to deal with that again.
Yeah. Not only is Arthur's Eyes the very first episode of the show, but it's also one of the very first Arthur books that Mark Brown ever wrote.
Is Mark Brown dead?
I think Mark Brown is still alive. Let me look it up.
The audio commentary hit the 1 hour mark, so it stops automatically. Yeah, we're already an hour in!
Yeah, Mark Brown is still alive. And there he goes, refusing to make that jump.
Arthur!
You don't even get to try to jump again.
Not in this lifetime. Oh yeah, I guess we haven't mentioned this yet, but so I guess what we didn't address yet so far is that
the ghosts suck. No,
the ghosts absolutely suck. But the reason that the footage was okay. Wait, so in the previous run we did record it all within the 2 hours, the 2+ hours. And the reason that it had to be split was because the video footage got corrupted when I tried to edit it. So when I split, I had no other choice but to split the video footage apart in order to get it working, and it worked. That's
probably for the best anyway, because that last video was solely on a level 5 and 6.
Level 6! Because I barely spent any time in this level.
And now it's fucking kicking your ass.
Really, playing this game is pretty much the equation. It's pretty much
the equation.
Equation,
the equation for a bad time. Ghosts and Goblins plus a controller equals a bad time.
I was going to say, like, it's the... Okay, it's not equation, like, it's the equivalent of, like, trying to go big in a casino. You're more likely to lose than win.
They all want your fucking flesh.
They absolutely do. They absolutely do. They're doing everything in their power to make sure that Arthur does not rescue Princess Prin.
And you're eaten again. Eaten for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay, so any other tangents that we can go on before I lose my mind? I guess since we were on the subject of Arthur, we could talk a bit more about PBS.
Yeah.
Now, of course, when I was a kid, I did watch Arthur quite a bit, but I've also watched a few other shows that piqued my interest. Okay, so, like... What?
What shows are you talking about? Is what I guess what I'm...
I guess what I'm trying to ask you is, what PBS show was one show that everyone remembers?
Well, for better or worse, I'd say Caillou.
You bring up Caillou made me die!
Yeah! That's what Caillou does to you, because Caillou fucking sucks.
Caillou does suck!
It's the bane of every parent's existence.
The bane of every adult's existence!
And yet, someone fucking thought it was a good idea to include it.
Stop with these remotes!
Peacock, like, the streaming service Peacock thought it would be a good idea to fucking reboot Caillou. Thanks a lot, Peacock. You can pee my cock. Let's get away from Caillou, because no one wants to fucking remember that show.
I was talking about a show. I wasn't talking about a show that everyone knows that hates. I was talking about a show
I know.
love.
I said for better or worse, mostly for worse.
Definitely for worse.
Well, one show I know, while this show wasn't on PBS Kids, like, I don't think PBS Kids even became the thing when the show was in syndication. The reboot was, The Electric Company.
Oh. But if it's not Sesame Street that you'll be talking about, it's The Electric Company. No one's gonna... I mean, I don't think anyone will... Well, aside from you, I don't think anyone else might even remember The Electric Company. Because it's a pretty obscure show.
Obscure my ass. It was like... It, along with Sesame Street, was one of, like, the most groundbreaking kid shows of all time. You couldn't. The fact... but no, the reboot for The Electric Company was on PBS Kids. I know it's not something everyone remembers, but I'm sure everyone who grew up in the 70s remembers it. If we're talking about the original. But no, I understand what you mean. Freaking other PBS shows aside from Electric Company and Sesame Street goes without... Like, Sesame Street goes without saying. Everyone and their fucking mother knows about Sesame Street.
That show is still going on.
53 seasons.
And over 4,000 episodes!
4,661 to be exact.
That's like more than 4 times the amount of episodes in One Piece. And people complain about that show being absolutely long. Or that anime being very long.
Sesame Street looks at One Piece and fucking... Like, Sesame Street looks at One Piece and says, hold my beer.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to do when...
I understand what you're saying. I guess other shows that were popular that a lot of kids remember,
like, specifically from the 2000s.
The Bob the Builder wasn't PBS, was it?
I don't think so. Although I do remember Bob the Builder quite a bit.
Part of me wants to think it. Part of me wants to yay. Part of me wants to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He had to split.
No, part of me wants to say it was PBS. No. Another show that everyone remembers. Again, this show, for better, for worse, take your pick, Barney.
I think that one was also PBS, and yep.
No, Barney was PBS.
Yes.
But every kid remembers Barney.
Well, I guess... I didn't realize the question I was asking you would turn into a fucking riddle. What is one PBS show from the 2000s that everyone really much loves?
Are you hinting at one show in particular?
Yes. It also has to do with a famous actor that died earlier this year.
Cyber Chase?
There it is.
Well, I don't know how well known Cyber Chase is, but...
Dude! Have you not heard the theme song?
The theme song is a fucking jam. I will not deny that. The theme song for Cyber Chase kicks ass.
Despite being very short.
Cyber Chase's theme song has got to be one of the shortest theme songs ever.
And yet they made use of its... And yet they made absolute use of its short length.
Like, it is a definite bop.
You know what else? You want to know what else is a bop?
What?
That has nothing to do with PBS.
What?
The What's New Scooby-Doo theme.
Oh, fuck yes.
They went hard with that song.
Fun fact, actually, the band that wrote the What's New Scooby-Doo theme, Simple Plan, actually was featured in an episode of the show.
I mean, you gotta give credit where it's due, otherwise, Simple Plan will not be very happy with you if you don't.
No, like, the cast of Simple Plan actually voiced themselves in an episode. You're turning more and more into Arnold Schwarzenegger by the second.
You want me to break your ass with an Uzi 9mm? By the way, we're almost 90 minutes in.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I think this might take longer than the first run. Yeah, that should be great.
No, Cyber Chase was a really good show. And it was one of the few things that actually made learning math really fun. And by the way, in case you're curious, the famous actor that Jared was referring to is Gilbert Gottfried. Yes, Gilbert Gottfried was on Cyber Chase. He did the voice for Digger.
The flying bird looking thing.
Yeah. He died. Sadly, he died. But I think it throws a little wrench into people who run the show because Cyber Chase is still going.
I'm pretty sure it might have finished. Might have.
Not the last time I checked. I think they were still airing. I think they were still putting out episodes. I'll look it up.
I guess a few other previous shows that I distinctly remember is definitely Dragon Tales.
Oh yeah, Dragon Tales. Oh, fun fact. I don't know. I think I told this to you, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know this. Dragon Tales was actually made by the exact same people who make Sesame Street.
Really?
Yes, it was. Dragon Tales was created by the Children's Television Workshop, which are the people who make Sesame Street.
Like the 2D animated sections?
What do you mean?
Like, because remember, Sesame Street is like a collection of anime. It's not just like live action Muppets, it's also, 2D animation.
Yeah, but no, like, they're the creators.
All styles of animation.
Yeah, they're the creators.
I'm gonna die.
They're the creators of the entire show, animations and all. But Dragon Tales was created by the Children's Television Workshop. But nowadays they're called Sesame Workshop.
Yes! Whoa! Did you see that graphic?
Yes, I fucking did!
Oh, they're turning to fucking Santa Claus!
But anyways, nowadays they're known as Sesame Workshop to reflect on what they do beyond Sesame Street. But I still think they should have kept their older title. I still think they should have kept their older title. I think they should have kept their older name because what they mean to the world of children's television. But no, Dragon Tales was created by them. I'm not even kidding. Go look. I'm not even kidding. You look up Children's Television Workshop on fucking Wikipedia. You go to like their fucking filmography and you will find Dragon Tales.
I thought that ghost was gonna kill me.
So did I. There's another show.
What the
fuck? How did you survive that?
I don't know how, but the collision definitely detected, and then when I got up the stairs, and then it counted as a death.
No, another show that they created that I'm pretty sure that
Will you stop crouching, Arthur?
There's another show that they made that aired on TV.
And there's that stupid shit again.
What happened?
The exact same thing happened.
Oh.
Where, like, the ghost killed me, something killed me on the stairs, and then once I got off the stairs, death triggered. And the only response I can think of is video games.
Anyway, there's another show that they created that aired on PBS Kids, but whenever I bring this show up, no one seems to fucking remember it.
Which show would that be? I'm kind of scared of what that might be.
Why would you be scared? Like, what do you think it is?
Well, just say it, and then my reaction may or may not answer that.
It's a show called Sagwa the Chinese Cat.
Oh! I was going to bring that show up.
You were?
Yes!
So I'm not the only one here who watched it.
No, I watched it too, and then like when I think the first time like you brought it up, not in recording, but like when we were just talking in Discord, like I was like, why does that name sound familiar? And then I realized, yeah, I watched it.
Like whenever I bring that show up to someone, no one seems to fucking remember it.
So like that show's about like kind of like set in China, right? Like
Yeah, it's set in China.
In ancient China, right?
Yeah, ancient China. And also, fun fact, the show was actually based off of a book with the same name. There is a book called Sagwa the Chinese Siamese Cat. It's... I actually have the book at home.
So like in what period of history would the book be based on?
I think it's ancient China, just like the show.
I know it's ancient China, but like what part of ancient China? There's actually quite a few like important periods in China.
I have no clue. Let me look it up. But yeah, like whenever I bring that show up, anyone I talk to is just like, "What are you talking about?"
And then I was like that at first, but then like I was like, why does that sound familiar? And then like, and now when you bring it up, and like, oh, I know what you're talking about.
Hold on.
Hey, please be done with the stage.
Oh, there actually is a specific time period for when the show is set.
Oh, really?
It's I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Qing.
Oh, the Qing Dynasty.
Yeah, the Qing Dynasty.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so like the Qing Dynasty is set between the 1600s to 1911.
It actually.
Wait, is there a G at the end of that?
Yeah, there's a G.
Yeah, then that's the Qing Dynasty.
There is actually a specific time date like an actual years given for the show. Actually.
Okay.
They claim the show is set between 1895 and 1912.
Oh wow! So really close to the fall. So really close to the end of the Qing Dynasty. Yeah, I've been studying Chinese history recently.
You sound like a freaking. I'm not gonna finish that. I am not gonna finish that.
You're gonna tell me that I sound like Chinese?
You went ahead and went for the racist comment anyway.
You're the one who started it.
And I said I wasn't gonna finish it. But you fucking finished it for me. Anyway. Yeah,
Yes?
I always get that response from people. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, I'm not sure for how long, Sagwa aired in...
It only lasted for one season.
I got it.
Are you talking about how long it ran in syndication?
Yeah.
Well, it ran from September 3rd, 2001 to October 5th, 2002.
Okay, yeah, so that's probably why no one has ever heard of it, because almost no one has ever heard of it, because, it had a really short runtime.
But in terms of it actually running on air, give me a minute.
That's gonna kill me! Have you not killed me yet? Now you killed me!
I'm trying to find the fuck? Oh, here we are. It ran on PBS Kids from 2000. It ran from 2001.
Why did I do that? I'm not doing that.
It ran from 2001 to 2009.
I should just keep doing that because I don't want to deal with this bullshit game any longer.
Yeah, no one does. But it ran on PBS Kids from 2001 to 2009. So it ran, despite the show lasting for 2 years, it ran for 8 years. It ran on reruns for 8 years. Which still scratches my head as to why the fuck no one heard of it when it ran in reruns for so long.
Yeah, that's actually kind of baffling, to be honest. Especially since like we're the only ones that are who's actually acknowledged Sagwa's existence.
And no one else in our friend, like everyone else in our friend group was just like, what?
And I even say like, Sagwa's probably like my first interaction with like something that's like, it's like basically my first interaction with like, you know, Asian culture.
Yeah,
I actually got interested.
I think it was pretty much every kid's first introduction to Asian culture.
I mean, the other major contender of that would be Kung Fu Panda.
Well, yeah.
And I would say like during that time, like,
how the fuck? That goes swept right by your feet.
You know, this game being a complete broken mess. What can I say other than that?
Yeah. Anyway,
yes.
What were you saying?
All right. So like, right. So like,
no, what were you
almost
saying?
everyone else's like first interaction with like something, you know, Chinese, that being Kung Fu Panda.
But ours was Sagwa.
Alright, so like, I guess what I could like, I don't know if people would even be interested in my history lesson, but like, it's more of an interpretation than like an actual history lesson. Because like I said before, I've been studying up on Chinese history because I don't want to be yet another ignorant American. I don't want to fly like that. Also, I'm running out of time.
And there are a lot of shows that we grew up with as kids that kids today's sadly will never get to.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if there's one show that I grew up with as a kid that I think kids of today should definitely watch.
Why?
If there's one show that I grew up with as a kid that I think kids of today definitely need to see, it's a show called Between the Lions.
Oh wow, I vaguely remember Between the Lions. I guess like one of my more recent memories would be isn't there like a section about Cliffhanger?
Yes.
That's how I remember Between the Lions.
Cliffhanger was a recurring segment on the show.
Okay, now I'm back at the final stage.
Yep, level 6.
Yeah.
You know the drill, and so do we. We don't need to run over this shit again.
Yeah, you know the rules, and so do we. A full commitment's what we're thinking of.
God damn it, you have to rickroll the audience.
You do it all the time on Discord.
I'm not talking to a live audience.
You do when it's on Discord.
Anyway, yeah, Cliffhanger was one of the most famous and recurring segments. if there's any show from our days that I think kids should watch, it's that.
I can't shoot on a ladder! No! Why were you crouching? An hour and 45 minutes!
Yeah, Between the Lions was like the thing, but there is one thing that bugs me about Between the Lions, and it's not the show itself. It's that a lot of people, like, while it does have puppets and like Sesame Street, like puppetry, a lot of people, like, it wasn't made by the people who made Sesame Street.
Is that really what bugs you about it?
Well, like, it's not that, but a lot of people refer to the show as like a
Sesame Street ripoff?
No, like a successor to Sesame Street. Which, I mean, I get it because of all the puppetry and stuff, but that is literally what the Electric Company was billed as. Like, the Electric Company was literally...
Stupid goblin!
No, the Electric Company was
I'm trying to get rid of that advocate racism in any way, shape, or form.
What? What? What was that? What was that? Would you mind repeating that?
I said, Club China Gamers does not condone racism in any way, shape, or form. We do, however, find it hilarious.
What? What? What?
I'm not repeating it.
Oh, okay. No, but like, the Electric Company, like the original version, was quite literally advertised as for the graduates of Sesame Street. And people go off and then people go off and give that title to Between the Lions. Which, I mean, while Between the Lions is a good show, it wasn't the Electric Company.
What? I don't even know the proper strategy in dealing with those fucking dragons.
It had the same kind of Between the Lions, although I do get why people compare Between the Lions to Sesame Street because, well, Between the Lions has a similar structure to Sesame Street and similar practices.
But like the thing is, Between the Lions, it focuses more on reading, while you know, Sesame Street tackles every subject.
Yeah, Between the Lions is made to teach kids to read, while Sesame Street is focused on a lot, encompasses a bunch of preschool skills, like letters, numbers, colors, and all that jazz.
You wanna know what other show? I'm not sure if it's PBS, but you wanna know what other kids show dabbles in reading?
What?
Reading Rainbow?
Oh yeah, Reading Rainbow. That was the shit growing up. The theme song for that show was fucking iconic.
You wanna know something interesting about that theme song?
What?
So the original theme had lyrics that said, I can go twice as high. That was censored because, the interpretation was that, like, going high meant the same way as getting stoned.
Oh god.
So, it's now, I can be twice as happy. But there was actually a rocker who sang Reading Rainbow, and he sang the original lyrics, and the censors went off the charts.
No, I think it's still I Can Go Twice as High. Like, I don't remember the lyrics being changed to Twice as Happy.
That's probably why. I mean, like, I'm not sure when they reverted back to I can go twice as high. But yeah, that was the thing that happened.
I'm pretty. You can ignore them?
Yeah, yes, I did that in the previous run.
Then why don't you just ignore this fucker?
Because he's a flying motherfucker!
That's fair. And you can't ignore a flying motherfucker.
No, you really can't!
Yeah.
Aside from the dragon, I'm redoing that.
Yeah.
There.
You know, if there's one other show that I do think kids like, I didn't grow up with this show, but I saw it, and I freaking love it, and it also kind of dabbles in reading and writing skills. There's a show made by the people that Sesame Street called Ghost Rider.
Alright.
And it's a really, like, for the time period it was made, which was like back in like the early 90s, it was pretty freaking cool.
The 90s was kind of crazy. I will just leave it at that. It was very hip-hoppy.
Hip-hoppy?
I mean, what can I describe the 90s other than that?
Radical.
Yeah. How do I dodge this motherfucker?
Pretty much every stage name and like extra stage name in Super Mario World can describe the 90s.
Keep rocking! Just fuck you!
Whoa! Wow! Jared's fucking going off the fucking edge. No, like,
I don't want to deal with this stage for over an hour! Nope.
oh, you're almost there, actually. No,
Yeah, I'm there. Okay. I don't want this to take another 2 hours! Alright, so like, I guess what I also wanted to ask you is, what is one of the weirdest kids shows? Which kids show do you think was the weirdest? No! I'm not dealing with this bullshit! I already did that the first time in the first part. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah! Anyway, weirdest kids shows.
I can think of 2 straight off the bat.
I can't. What have you got?
One of them is definitely Teletubbies.
Oh, Teletubbies was a bit weird.
It's basic. I mean, what Teletubbies is just a whole bunch of nonsense.
But it's meant for little kids, so that's to be expected.
Okay, I'm dealing with Astaroth again, but I'm not.
Well, what's the other one? Yeah!
Congratulations, the story is happy end. Thank you.
And that's Ghosts N Goblins.
Being the wise and courageous knight that you are, feel strong, willing in your body, return the starting point and challenge again.
And that's Ghosts N Goblins.
No more of this shit.
Final thoughts. Fuck this game.
Fuck this game with a 100-foot pole. Impale it from the butt and through the mouth.
Oh, Jesus. Do you want to tell that other show before we sign off?
Yeah, sure. The other one is Booba.
Oh, Booba. I remember Booba.
I think Booba is probably weirder than Teletubbies.
Yeah, Booba is definitely weirder than Teletubbies. But anyways, that does it for Ghosts N Goblins.
I'm Jared.
I'm Adam.
We're the Club Trying Gamers, and we'll see you next time. I hope you guys bear through all the tangents we had to go through in this in the second run of Ghosts N Goblins. And then I had to cheat a few times, but I don't care. This fucking game, I'm done with it.
See ya.
Bye.